Over the years of the Palestinian occupation, Israel has also refined its war on terrorism techniques, where controlling people is the key to success. This is the domain in which Israel appears as a pioneer. What fascinates the leaders who sing its praises is the combination of control techniques and the willingness of Jewish Israeli society to accept and submit to limits on public freedoms. There's a long list of illegitimate methods designed less to reduce terrorism than to dismember Palestinian society, in the hope of forcing it into submission. They range from collective punishment, in particular the razing of houses, which is regularly visited on the families of alleged terrorists after an armed attack on Israeli soldiers, settlers, or civilians, to administrative detentions. Authorized under the Emergency Defense Regulations, detention orders allow the jailing of anyone for up to 6 months without giving a reason, renewable indefinitely. Both methods were used by the British until 1948 and were adopted for the Israeli repression arsenal with the creation of the State of Israel. In the half-century of occupation of the West Bank and Gaza, some 800,000 have been arrested at least once in their lives. On December 11, 2012, the Salam Fayyad government estimated that about 100,000 Palestinians have been administratively imprisoned for periods ranging from a month to several years in what is essentially a Guantanamo that dare not speak its name. Torture is rarely cited among Israel's repressive tactics today, but not because it doesn't exist. It is still used, but is now less so. That's because the methods available to Israeli security forces have greatly changed in 2 decades, especially the sophisticated use of cyber surveillance. It's mainly in the cyber control of people that Israel has earned a universal recognition in less than 20 years, winning significant financial, political, and diplomatic success. According to Yuval Noah Harari, an Israeli historian, the occupied West Bank gives Israel a tremendous laboratory in the creation of a numerical dictatorship. Asks Harari, how can you effectively control 2.5 million people by using artificial intelligence, big data, drones, and cameras? Israel is the leader in surveillance. It tests its methods, then exports them to the world. In the West Bank, you can't make a phone call, get together with friends, or go from Hebron to Ramallah without being targeted and filmed. Private Israeli companies have sold information-gathering systems to more than 100 countries, including Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Angola, Mozambique, Zambia, Botswana, Swaziland, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Nigeria, Uganda, Mexico, Ecuador, El Salvador, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, Nicaragua, the Dominican Republic, Honduras, Peru, Colombia, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain. In addition, dozens of countries have turned to Israeli training programs, which now include a large cyber surveillance component, to train their intelligence, police, and military services. In the United States, the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange, GILI, a professional training program created in 1992, has close ties with Israeli security circles. A joint project with Georgia State University and a variety of international, federal, and state agencies, GILI has sent the Israelis some 24,000 law enforcement and public safety agents for training in a quarter century.